Hello everyone, it's me, Sonic WWE 318, back again for another review for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my WWE Money in the Bank 2015 review. Yep, I just got done watching it not too long ago on the WWE Network. Just a little bit, just not too long ago. I mean, it's been off for a while, but it's just. It's just off the air for a little while. It just went off the air not too long ago, but it's been a little while. It's been off for at least for almost an hour. If not an hour, then close to an hour. But still, that's besides the point. I'm here to give you guys my review and personal thoughts on the show of Money in the Bank 2015. And before we actually go to this, I just like to say one little thing that it's both kind of a positive and a negative thing, and both into one thing. And it has to do with WWE doing what they did before they actually the actual pay-per-view started. And actually the whole memorial and the thanking of Dusty Rhodes, of his, just pretty much a respectfulness to Dusty Rhodes. And the positive side to that is, well, actually, no. I'll say the positive for a second. I like to point out the subject of the negative. I just like to recognize this real quick. The negative thing is that I know I just watched, when I was watching my prediction video, I noticed that I called Goldust by Dusty, not realizing that Dusty was, in fact, the American Dream himself and died. And I was just giving him a nickname. I just totally, my mind was totally on a blank at the time, and it was like 3 or 2 something in the morning at the time. I was really, my mind was there, but then it wasn't there at the same time. So I just like to say my dearest apologies. My dearest apologies for that fuck up. I know I messed up for that. And I meant to, I honestly didn't mean to call Dusty, and I honestly didn't mean to use Dusty's name in that way. I just thought that was his nickname, or his little, little gimmick name with, Goldust, but it's not, because that was in fact the actual guy, that was in fact Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream himself. So I do apologize for me pretty much fucking up the whole part right there on my previous video, and I just truly am sorry, and I do apologize for that. But with that negative part of the subject out of the way, let's get to the positive real quick. I just pretty much like to thank the WWE personally. That was a good job with WWE doing, actually starting off the show. Not only just showing in memorial of Dusty Rhodes, having that on there, but also have everyone, both heels and faces, and whoever they may be, pretty much bringing the whole main roster out front stage, flat out, and just having their deepest respects, full of silence, as they rang the bell 10 times, and it was just deserved. I honestly thought WWE should have done something like this, and that's what they did. So personally, I just want to give a quick big old thumbs up to WWE doing that, and just thank you for giving Dusty the memorial that he truly deserves. Because trust me, he's gonna need it. So, and also when I thought also. They also been mentioning Dusty's name throughout the night, saying, "Ooh, if Dusty's move was used here, I would do this for Dusty. Dusty would know this. Dusty would do that." And I know my faith, Dusty's faith, believes in me, and blah 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 blah, and saying how Dusty would look down upon such and such as a really good such and such. So that was really good with WWE doing that. I just personally give WWE a good thumbs up to doing that for pretty much the whole entire night. Just giving Dusty a memorial pretty much for the whole entire night. So I just give WWE a whole thank you and applause to WWE for that. So now with the whole Dusty Rhodes situation out of the way, now we can get into the subject at hand, which is going to be the actual Money in the Bank preview review. So first up, before we get into my personal thoughts, we're going to jump into results, shall we? Okay, let's go. Alright, pre-show match was the very first match of the night, obviously enough. It was R-Truth taking on Bad News Barrett, King Barrett, Wade Barrett, excuse me. You know, Wade Barrett, King Barrett, Bad News Barrett, whatever you want to call him, still. Pretty much Wade Barrett, but still. Wade Barrett taking on R-Truth, and my prediction for this match, because I would have thought since it was on the pre-show, I seriously didn't think they're going to get R-Truth the win, but who wouldn't guess it? They gave R-Truth the win, so R-Truth won this match, and that means I lost my prediction, so that means my prediction score 0-1. Alright, next up was the actual Money in the Bank ladder match, and my prediction for this match was for the following. Randy Orton, okay, let me rephrase that, was Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Dolph Ziggler. Those are my three predictions for this matchup. And I lost this match because of Sheamus becoming Mr. Money in the Bank in this match by the ways of Roman Reigns clinging almost there to get the briefcase, and then the return of Bray Wyatt to, ruin it all and just give Sheamus a win. So Sheamus won that. So that made my prediction score 0-2. Next up was the Divas match, which was Paige taking on Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship. My prediction for this match was for Paige to win, and for a split second, Paige became the Divas Champion. But the referee once again realized it, and boom, and then pretty much the referee and pretty much because the Bellas did a pretty much big old flip flop like they usually do, and Brie pretty much came in reality, pretty much covering her ass for Nikki, saying, "Oh, it wasn't me, it's not me, I'm not Nikki." Ooh, pretty much that in general, and then pretty much that led up to freaking Nikki taking over the match and defeating Paige. So while Paige won for a few seconds, it still went out of the water, and freaking Paige lost. So that made my prediction score 0-3. Next up was the Big Show taking on Ryback, and my prediction for this match was for Ryback to win this match, and I lost this match by disqualification attack towards Big Show by The Miz. So that makes my prediction score 0-4. Yeah, 0-4, guys. 0 loses, 0 wins, 4 loses. Yep. It's one of those shows. Next up is going to be John Cena taking on Kevin Owens. And my predictions for this match was for John Cena to win this match, and I was correct. So that makes my prediction score 1-4. Next up, which was the Tag Team Championship match between the Pride Time players and the New Day, with New Day members having Xavier Woods and Big E Langston. So my prediction for this match was for the Prime Time players to win this match, and I in fact won this match. So the Prime Time players are the new tag team champions. Sorry about that. And that makes my prediction score 2-4. And now it's time for the main event, the WWE Championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship ladder match. And this was between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And my prediction to win this match was for Dean Ambrose to win this match. But, and even though none of my predictions won this match, I still gotta discuss this. Even though I wanted, if Reigns would have won, then I didn't want Ambrose to be cashed in on, because I didn't want to have them, clashing between the bromance between Ambrose and Reigns. Just, no, I didn't want to do that. But if Seth Rollins would have won and Reigns would have won the Money in the Bank, then that would have worked. I would have been perfectly fine with that. But, sad enough, that didn't happen. So, yeah. So, who's back to the point at hand? Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a ladder match. My prediction for this match, obviously, like I said before, was Ambrose to win, and I lost. Yep, Seth Rollins walked out. Money Bank with the championship. Yep, he won it. He won it sort of fair and square, which is kind of not really, but yeah. Still, but we'll get that in a second. But still, Seth Rollins walked out of the pay-per-view event as champion, and that leads my purchase score and my final score of Money in the Bank with 2 wins and 5 loses. So that is it from my results, and let's get on to my personal thoughts and pretty much my personal thoughts and just, my personal thoughts of the show and how I thought about it. Well, then. WWE. Well then. After Payback and Elimination Chamber. 2 swell and excellent pay-per-views. WWE sadly came to be and gave us an okay pay-per-view. It wasn't good, it wasn't amazing, it wasn't really even decent, it was just okay. I mean, personally, a lot of people might have loved this pay-per-view. Personally, people might be bashing on it, people might be hating on it, people might be loving it. Just, I'm just here flat out saying it was okay. It wasn't bad, it wasn't amazing, it wasn't high on the ranks of freaking Payback and Elimination Chamber. It wasn't like that at all. No, it doesn't compare to those 2 pay-per-view events. Because those god shit pay-per-view events were just mind-blowingly amazing. Because just boom, mind-blowing awesomeness. But Money in the Bank, what it was worth, it was okay. It was entertaining. I mean, I give WWE some credit. It was entertaining, but some of it was just no. It just lost my value. It just lost value. It just lost my entertainment. Because there was like only 3 matches. I mean, because there were only 3 matches the crowd was really into, really. And those were the Money in the Bank, the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and the Kevin Owens and John Cena match. So, those 3 matches were the only 3 matches pretty much the whole crowd was into in the arena. They were all worked up. They were excited. They were just going full force at it, and the rest of the show were just, yay, let's go this person, let's go this, let's go this, this person sucks, blah, 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 blah. Pretty much, just pretty much the basic chants you see on pretty much a normal episode of Raw or SmackDown. It was just too generic, just not really noteworthy, nothing new, nothing noteworthy for the crowd between those less fortunate matches of the show. But yeah, but the win, it was good. It was so good. Don't get me wrong. But obviously enough, once again, while the championship match was entertaining, and both the championship match and the actual title of the show, Money in the Bank match, were both entertaining to watch. Once again, folks, it was both Kevin Owens and John Cena who took the show and blew it out of the water for me, and pretty much everyone else, pretty much. Because I can pretty much tell everyone's pretty much going to go on this match saying, oh, this match took over the show. This match just pretty much took over the show. So, there you go. And it's pretty much, why? Because it's already obvious that these two pretty much, because these two, once again, gave it their all, gave it their best, and just, the whole crowd was just booming and booming. Firstly, it was just building up. The tension and the variety and the crowd was just starting to build and build and build and build and boom, and then just boom, and then freaking, because once moves and moves and moves, and just different stuff was just thrown and thrown from both at Cena to Owens, It was just all over the place, and the crowd was just booming and booming and booming. It was just going 1, 2, kick out, 1, 2, kick out. Just this crowd was just this mind blowing, just going all over the place as these referee calls were being called, and they're just going wild. Both Cena fans and both Kevin Owens fans, they're both going wild, and it was just, it was a great, once again, a great match between Kevin Owens and John Cena. And surprisingly enough, WWE gave you what I said before. With this Payback, Funny I say that, but still. But this payback for John Cena's loss at Elimination Chamber with Kevin Owens, losing to Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber, and he gave his payback for that. So yeah, I am happy to see WWE doing that. So good job, WWE. Good job. But then, yes, but then yet again, you went for the whole ordeal with John Cena trying to be the good sport. Good sport. I'm Gatsby. Hello, old sports. I'm Gatsby. Take my hand, old sport. Let's be friends. Good show, old sport. Old sport, good show. Take my hand. I'm gonna raise your hand, old sport, and we shall be remembered. This match shall be remembered forever. But then they went that route, and Kevin Owens worked with it for a couple seconds, made it somewhat believable, not really, but then Kevin Owens just turned the heel and turned the fan on, just whooped, just kind of just whooshed Cena and just pretty much just gave us nothing, just a usual Cena squash, and it was just bullshit. I was just like, fuck you, just fuck it, get your fucking fat ass out of my fucking screen, you fucking faggot, fuck off. I was just fucking, no, I was just like, seriously, WWE, and then just the whole gimmicking championships. Look at me, champions here. Fuck you, WWE. Fuck you for that shit, and fuck you, Kevin Owens. Just fuck you. Just fuck. No. Just bullshit. Just bullshit. I just couldn't stand that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Just once Cena won, I was just like, finally, yes. Finally, yes, you did it right, WWE, you did it right. And then, you just turn the shit off, and you just make Kevin Owens do a shit. I'm not gonna go too far off on ranting, because if you want to see me rant, you can just go back to my Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review. Go back to that, and you can see me rant about how pretty much why I'm aiming this hatred towards Kevin Owens. You want to know why? Just go back to my pay-per-view review. My last pay-per-view review, Elimination Chamber. Just go back there, and you'll see why. You'll obviously see why, and my main reasons why I have this particular vendetta against Kevin Owens. Just no. But yeah, once again, for what's it worth, they pulled off a good match, and it was a match of the night. Simple as that. It was a match of the night, and good enough for me. So, next, I should touch upon the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Obviously we're already here, duh. So why not? Why shouldn't we not? No, I'm kidding. But still, I'm gonna touch upon the Money in the Bank match. Obviously, the title of the show, Money in the Bank. So let's just go touch upon that. Oh my god, so many good opportunities for superstars to win this. I mean, because especially Neville, I didn't even expect Neville to be pushed this far into this match, because I would have thought that Neville was just, one of those people who just, I'm gonna keep climbing, I'm gonna do extreme moves off the freaking ladder, let's do this, man, let's go, whoop, 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 and then just suddenly out of nowhere, you have a moment here, whenever you get, sorry about that, pretty much a bug just freaking flew in my face. I was just like, get out of my way, bug. Get the fuck out of my face. This bug's just like freaking just flying around. I'm just like, fuck off, bug. But still, you have, like, I would have thought there would just be a particular point in the match where Neville would have just been like, just someone would have just caught him or grabbed hold of him and just freaking just splat him against like a ladder, or make him just make him go, make him just flat out just done for, and just, that didn't happen. Neville was pushed. He had a lot of good moments in this match where he could have sworn he could have got it. He could have got the win. And that just goes for so many superstars. That's just not for Neville. That goes for so many superstars. That goes for Dolph Ziggler and even Randy Orton. Excuse me. Sorry for the yawn. But still, there was a particular point where Randy Orton should have won. Because I forgot who it was. Because Randy Orton was just legit right here. He could have just unlatched the thing and boom, won. Because this person, whoever it was, no one was around him. It was just Randy Orton and one dude, just like not even, the dude was not even, okay, Randy Orton was up here, just working with the thing, or he wasn't even working. He was just standing there looking at the dude, because the dude wasn't even like on the top of the freaking ladder where he could just just took out Randy Orton. He was like down, down a few pegs on the ladder, because Randy Orton could, like I said, Randy Orton could just reached up and just unlatched the briefcase and boom, Randy Orton would have won. But nope, that didn't happen. But because it was both Randy Orton did that moment, and Neville had that moment, and somewhere I forgot where in particular how he did it, but Dolph Ziggler had that opportunity and had that moment to shine, and it was just unbelievable. And I just love to see I just love those moments in that match. It was just truly incredible seeing those moments, and just well done. And just the moment just killed it for me. It was freaking fun. It was funny as hell. It was both funny and funny. It was both funny and awesome as hell. Where Randy Orton was like about to go up on the ladder, and then Neville, you see Neville on the side of the rope on the apron. He just jumps on the ladder, and you just see Neville just climbing normal. And Randy Orton's just like, you know what the fuck? He just pulls the gun, just boom, RKO. That was freaking awesome, but funny as hell. It was freaking hilarious. I just love that. It was freaking awesome and hilarious seeing that happen. So, good job for that. I mean, even though, I like both of them. I mean, both of them were cool. I liked them both. Neville was pretty cool, and Randy Orton was decent. But still, it was both funny and entertaining to see that happen. So, good job. But then I should, and while I'm just talking about Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler and, Neville, I should, be talking about Roman Reigns and his whole ordeal with this match. Well, it went the whole way around where Roman Reigns, obviously enough, it was so predicted. Everywhere you went, you would just see Roman Reigns everywhere saying, people predicting Roman Reigns will win this match and cash in on Ambrose. You just see that everywhere, and that's what drove me to say I don't want to see that happen. Like, I didn't want to see this happen. I want to see Roman win, but I don't want him to cash in on Ambrose and turn a heel. That was my problem. Sure. Even WWE they played at the beginning, because they even said they even had Ambrose and Reigns right there, saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna win a briefcase. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna win the title. So yeah, and Amber's just like, yeah. So you're gonna tell me when you're gonna cash in, right? And you're gonna tell me firsthand, right? Roman's just like, yeah, man. You're the first man I'm gonna go to the tell. So boom, simple as that. They still had the bromance right there. So either way, there was no heel turn or back turn to begin with. So if Roman Reigns would have won this, none of those worries would have been mattered. It wouldn't have happened. It doesn't even matter. So it was, but still, it was predicted that if Roman won this match, and Ambrose would have won his match, it would have been a cash in, and heel, and pretty much heel, and you're done for, this bromance is over, I hate you, and blah blah blah, and they finally turn Reigns heel, and they go their usual way, like you think they would. But obviously that didn't happen, because obviously he lost because of the unnecessary return of Bray Wyatt. Because it was just so stupid seeing this happen. Just like, why? Obviously enough. Hold on, I'm gonna for a second. It was just out of nowhere. It was just weird. But granted, here we go right here. Granted, WWE's gonna start a build up with him and Reigns to go forward, and that's gonna be, who knows? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. We just gotta see. But so, granted, they're gonna build a storyline between Wyatt and Reigns. Excuse me again. But still, they're gonna build something between those two, and it's just, yeah, they're gonna do their own thing, and that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna build up a feud between us two to move on to the next pay-per-view, which by the way, I'll get onto that. That'll be another topic I'm gonna get to closer to the end of the video. I'll get onto that certain topic at the end of the video. So stay tuned for background information. So yeah, just stay tuned. All right, but still, I just didn't understand just why, but like I said before, we'll find out why, and we'll figure out what the hell's going on. But it's just so stupid how, it's just, no words, just, I really wanted Reigns to win, but that didn't happen, so, oh well. We'll see what happens, once again, we'll see what happens between Reigns and Wyatt once they start building up their feud, starting tomorrow on Monday Night Raw, so we'll see what happens. So, after that happening, we had Sheamus becoming the Money in the Bank winner, which is funny because he was one of the most unpredictable people we would have thought to see win this match. I mean, obviously enough, it's good to see that happen because we want to see unpredictable shit happen. And because obviously it was good to see that happen because it was so unpredictable. We wouldn't think it was going to happen. But the thing is I would have thought four people who would have thought, no, actually 3 people who would be so predicted. Those people would have been, obviously Sheamus, before Sheamus, unpredictable. Randy Orton would be unpredictable because he's barely had any screen time or storylines to go into lately, so that'll be kind of unpredictable to see it happen. And also Kane, because Kane's just been doing so much shit and with the Authority and all this wrapped up. It would be so unpredictable to see what would happen if Kane would have won, and how would they go with Kane after he would have won this match. That would have been something. But still, those 3 were one of the most unpredictable people in the match, and yeah, Sheamus won, and that's just good. It was good, but then yet again, like I said before, Randy Orton, they could have just, like earlier, Randy Orton was right there. Randy Orton could have just alleged it. Boom, Randy Orton would have won, and that would have been a good thing. Whereas they could have gave it to Sheamus, they could have just, sorry about this. But yeah, instead of giving it to Sheamus, they could have just gave that win to Randy Orton and make him run with it. Because, like I said before, the reason why Randy wouldn't be unpredictable is because, as of late, Randy's not going anywhere. Randy has no storylines whatsoever. Randy Orton's just been out of the sidelines. Randy Orton's out of nowhere. This would have gave Randy Orton the opportunity just to go somewhere with a story. This would have gave Randy Orton somewhere to go in a direction. This would have given Randy Orton something to go with and something new to just run with. But no, they just gave him to Sheamus, and whereas they could have just gave Sheamus to Ryback and just make them have a feud. But then yet again, they're gonna probably continue the Big Show and Ryback feud, and that's just kind of it. But still, they could have just saved Sheamus for like I said, Ryback, and just make them go, or Sheamus with someone else. Sheamus and someone else. They could have just gave that to Sheamus to someone else and just give Randy Orton the briefcase and they could run with it. But nope, that didn't happen. So unfortunately that didn't happen. So but still, Sheamus has the briefcase, and we just don't know where we're gonna go with it. We'll just have to see what happens. What they're gonna do with it, or how they're gonna run with Sheamus. How Sheamus is gonna do. What Sheamus is gonna do. What Sheamus' plans. We do not know, and we shall see for ourselves soon enough. We shall see. Obviously not. We shall see what happens with Sheamus and his Money in the Bank briefcase. So now, with that said, let's just move on out of the way. Let's get to the final verdict of the top of the hand with the pay-per-view event and Money in the Bank itself. Before I move on to a last-minute topic, before we actually close out this video, and that is the WWE title match. And let's just say it was like the second best match of the night, hands down. Kevin Owens obviously, like I said before, Kevin Owens, then WWE Championship match, then Money in the Bank. Those three countdown were the best three matches of the night, obviously, hands down. But it was obviously those ordered: Owens, Cena, Ambrose, Rollins, Money in the Bank. Those three in a row made the night, and those were the matches of the night in order. So, boom. Anywho's, let's continue. Alright, so, yeah, yeah, I mean, they went, obviously, Rollins and Ambrose, what you expect? They went at each other. They went back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and Rollins had his moments of being, Rollins had his moments of being squashed, and then, soon out of nowhere, once Rollins gave the big old freaking hit towards Ambrose got squashed. He had his moment of being squashed for a while, and it just kept on going with it. And it just, you know what? It's what you expected for Ambrose and Rollins to do. They went at it, and they made a full-out war and full-out effort for a good match. But then it just came down to the final moments, and it just kind of died. They went up there, and they just, championship bust. They fall down, they bounce, Rollins has the title. Ding ding ding! So Rollins wins! Just like, really? They couldn't end that any other way better, really? Like, seriously? Seriously? They couldn't ended it any other way better than that? Because, either way, it was, like I said before, it was still a good match, obviously, but I just wish it would have ended better, and just had better ending, a better direction of ending it, other than that. And, but not only that, but it was just, not only was the ending that made me kind of off and kind of weird about this match, but the way they dragged it out before they actually ended the show at once. They just dragged it and dragged it and dragged it. They kept on showing freaking Rollins just doing his usual stick, and Ambrose was usually, I lost. I'll get you next time. I lost. Him upset, pretty much just showing him just being upset, and just Rollins just like celebrating. Yeah, I won. And then they just had, while they kept on doing that, they kept on showing like random replays, and then just shows Triple H is coming out yeah, I did it by myself. And after that, they just kept on showing. They showed at least 2 replays. Had an interview with Rollins, with Triple H up there on top of the stage, with Ambrose still in the ring, mind you. Ambrose they're still out. They're not in backstage. This isn't backstage. This is still on air, on stage. Ambrose, Rollins, right there, talking about shit that just happened in Rollins. Ambrose is just hearing it. And then after that, just pretty much in general, just like, I won. And they just kept on dragging it out. It's just like, granted, them dragging it out seriously made us think Sheamus is going to come in and actually cash in on this opportunity. And we just kept on waiting, and nothing happened. They kept on dragging out, showing replay. Seth Rollins shouting, Dean Ambrose being upset. Replay. Seth Rollins, Ambrose, replay, Rollins, Ambrose. Forget just a big old cycle of just stuff, just dragging this shit out. They could have just shown a few shots of those two being disappointed. Ambrose being disappointed and Rollins celebrating. They could have shown a few shots of them and just had just one big old block of just showing a few replays and just cut it off. That would have been fine. But they just kept on dragging it out where we would have thought that Sheamus would have cashed in. But that didn't even happen. And it just left us with the thought, just like, why are you dragging this out? If you're not gonna let Sheamus cash in, why are you dragging this out? Why do we care? Why are you dragging this? Like, why are you dragging this out? Why can't you just end it already? Just end the show. Go off the air. Get on with it. Get on with it. Just end the show, please. If you're not gonna be doing anything, are you doing anything? If you're not gonna be doing anything, end the show. Just end it. Simple as that. Just end it. Make it go off air. Just do something. But they just kept on dragging it out, and it just went nowhere. Just completely nowhere. And that's just what bugs me. Both the ending and how they dragged it out for us to think that Sheamus was going to cash in, but nothing happened. There was no payoff. Just made me, just really grind my gears. It just kind of urges me just how this was just an unfortunate end of the show. An unfortunate waste of an ending for a good matchup, and that could have made at least made the show more incredible for what it was. For besides the Kevin Owens and Cena match, that already made the pay-per-view, itself. But they could have just multiplied. They could have added on the greatness for that to make this big ball of greatness that would have made the pay-per-view stand out as something great, instead of something that's not even decent, but it's just something that's okay. It's not even good. I mean, it's not for something that's not even good. It's not a bad pay-per-view. It's not an amazing pay-per-view. It's not even good. It's just okay. It's just flat out okay. It's just watchable. That's it. It's just watchable. It's not amazing. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not awful. It's just okay. Just a decent pay-per-view is just okay. Simple as that. It's just okay. You can watch it. You can watch it. Sit down. Watch it. Be entertained for a little while. Boom. That's it. And it's just the way they gave this pay-per-view, and both this pay-per-view and this match a bullshit and horrible waste of ending. That could have made this pay-per-view more stand out. Was just an unfortunate waste of time. WWE, just, you could have done something. You could have done something. And there's thunder in the background. Sorry about that. But still, you could have done something to make this something that was good. But you wasted it. You wasted it. So, overall, while I'm seeing where I might be mad at certain moments about certain things that happened, this show, like I said before, it's not a bad show. It wasn't good. It wasn't awful. It wasn't amazing. It was just okay. It was watchable. It was just okay. Like I said before, you can sit down, watch it, be entertained for a while, done. Simple as that. You can and then just move on with your normal things. Just move on. Just watch it and just move on. Simple as that. It was just that. So, yeah. So, guys, that pretty much was my Money in the Bank prediction. Not prediction, my review for the show. And I just hope you guys enjoyed that. And before I go, I just like to bring up a small pointer, since this now is actually going to be up next. Up next is going to be Battleground, and that, like I said before, is going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, at the Sky Trade Center. And I am obviously going to it. Like I said before, I've already announced it before in a past video. I already announced it that I am actually going to it. And there is actually going to be a vlog about it all. Yes, I'm going to say this right now. This is where I stand right now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I don't even care right now. I'll figure out soon enough. But for right now, this is what I have in mind. There's going to be a prediction video of that Payback blog. There's going to be a prediction video of Battleground earlier than expected. So that video is going to be up and early as expected. Earlier than expected. So that might be about a day or 2 days earlier than it should be. So there's that. Then there will be no review. I won't be here on camera like this, talking about you full out, full out review. I won't do that because it's already going to be enough time for me sitting down and editing and just watching and editing and putting the shit together. Just a big old ball of video just to give it to you guys. There's not going to be a review of Battleground, and it's just because of that reason. Because I'm going to be spending all that time editing and getting this video together just for you guys to watch this vlog. So I just like to say this real quick. While there actually going to be there is going to be an earlier scheduled prediction video for Battleground, there will not be a review for the pay-per-view. But instead, a big old vlog video of me going there and just having a blast and just unexpectedness. It'll just be a big old vlog of surprisedness. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's gonna happen. So this is a big old thumbs up, just big old hands up, just like what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? You're gonna find out while I'm finding out. It's gonna be a big old surprise, and we're just gonna keep going with it, and we're just gonna see what happens. So I just want to bring this, guys. That's that little announcement for that. So yeah. So Battleground, we're coming for you, and I'm excited for it. Like I said before, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I'll figure out myself once time gets closer to it. I'll figure something else. I'll figure something out, and we'll just make the best we got. So, like I said, Battleground. I'm so pumped, and I'm excited for it to be here. So, finally, with that said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed my review and thoughts on Money in the Bank. But just flat out saying, once again, before I go, it was a decent pay-per-view. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't awful, and it wasn't amazing. It was just a watchable show, nothing more. So, with this final said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sonic WWE. See you guys next time, and Battleground. Here we go. So, finally, I'm Sonic WWE. I'm signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.